tuning in. I really do appreciate you all. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much for making the decision to press the button. And to my old subscribers, you all know how I feel about you. Thank you so much. Guys, I've been away for a while now. I'm so sorry. I've been missing you guys too. I've been wanting to just I have so much content I want to put up, but I've been so busy traveling and also doing some other stuff really. So please forgive me. I'm back now and I'm going to pick up on all the editing I need to do and put out those videos you're, looking forward to watching on this channel. So let's go straight into today's video, guys. I mean, if you've seen the thumbnail, you have an idea of what I'm going to rant about today, yes? So today is going to be the lamentation of a Nigerian. So guys, yesterday I went to the Nigerian House up in London to renew my Nigerian passport, and I have a lot to tell you. Now, pardon me in this video. As I'm speaking English, I'll be speaking my mother tongue too, because it's so painful. I have to express myself the way I feel about this messy situation. Okay, so I was at the Nigerian House yesterday to renew my passport, like I said before. And of course, I walked past through some other embassies, on my way there, because there are lots of embassies around there. And I did not see any queue outside though. I can see peace and order and everything. I got to my Nigerian one, of course. A lot of us were at the entrance saying, "Okay, let me enter. Okay, look at my paper. Okay, I have appointment." It was drama. It was chaos. It was complete mess. So, the Nigerian High Commission, they have quite a large building in London. We like it big now, Nigeria. Oversadu, we like it big. Despite that though, there's only one entrance. Just one like this. One slim entrance into the High Commission. Now, if you're coming from the front of the building, there are about 2 massive doors that they can open for people to come in. But no, it's that corner one, just one slim one, not double, one slim one. And that is the only way in and the only way out. Now, I think that's not enough. There's no disabled access. It's steps up, step down. There's no lift. No ramp, nothing, no disabled access at all. So if you're coming with children or you're disabled, make sure you bring someone that will carry you from your chair, or carry the baby for you up and down the building. It's just a disgrace. It is a disgrace. Now, at the entrance, there's only one person there. And at that entrance, there are people that want to enter to renew, people that want to enter for visa, people that want to make inquiry, people that want to just do all sorts. Because I don't blame people that go there for inquiry. When you go on our website, things are not clearly stated. You will click say if you won't understand what they are saying. Phone number, call. They don't pick phone number in that High Commission. No. They do not pick phone calls. I don't understand. Okay, let's go back to the Nigerian House. At that entrance, that slim entrance, you will see a stairs that goes up. And another one that goes down to the underground, more or less. That one that goes up, there's this metal detector there. I think that one is just for show, because the metal detector is not plugged. I don't even know if it works. Anyway, after all the struggling at the entrance, "Oga, let me enter. Oga, my paper, I have appointments." And some people were there shouting, "Oga, the tracking is not working." I was already fidgeting. Say, tracking not working, okay? So I cannot even trace my passport once I put in my application. Anyway, I didn't worry myself about that. I managed to show my documentation and I entered. Meanwhile, while I was outside trying to enter, there was this woman. Now, let me go back a bit. This particular week, I mean, for a while now, train and all this, there's been strike in almost every aspect of living in this country. Fortunately or unfortunately for us, yesterday I went to, I haven't told you before, yesterday there was train strike. So the surface train, none of it was working, only tube. And of course, the London Nigerian House is the only High Commission in the UK. So a lot of people tend to come from far and wide. So people came from Manchester, Newcastle, Coventry and all that. There was this woman outside. She came from Coventry. Of course, she came a day before because of the train strike and of course the distance. So I think she slept somewhere in Lagos, in London. And she has a small hand luggage. They refused to let, I met this woman when I got there. They refused to let this woman enter. They said because of the luggage. This woman tried to explain that because of me, so that I won't be, I'm coming from far. This is the only High Commission people have given us in this country. I had to stay overnight. That's why I have this box, me and my daughter. They refused to let that woman in. No. She now had to go and look for a storage nearby and store her box there. Something that she did not plan for. That is not the end of that story. I'll come back to that story. Like I said before, I met this woman there. I got there as at 9. As at 11. My ticket number was almost, is it 293 or 200 and something? That's what I got. This woman that was there before me, but because she's been dragging the suitcase issue, she did not get in until after me. So her ticket number was like 300 and something. So anyways, so I got in. So if you go in, your first direction will be for you to go, down to that underground part, because that's where they see if they go through your documentation and make sure everything is complete. So I got in there, and oh my gosh, you need to see the number of people in that small room. Oh my! If health and safety should go into that Nigerian house today, in fact, anytime, Nigerian house will fail that test too, because that room is too small for the number of people they accommodate there. And secondly, I think there are about 2 or 3 cubicles of toilets there for all the people. And guess what, guys? There's no water. You know, when you go to other offices or organization, or I've never been to any embassy in this UK, but of course I've been in Nigeria. When I was in Nigeria, there's water dispenser there for people. There's no water. There's no free water here. Then they have vending machine. You guys wouldn't believe that vending machine was completely empty. There was nothing in that machine. So if you're listening, if you're planning to go, make sure you have, especially if you're going with children, maybe make sure it's like you're going for a picnic. Make sure you have a bag of goodies, since your children will snack on before you leave that place. And don't make any appointment. Just know that day, tell people you're going to the Nigerian High Commission, and that is it. I cannot tell you when I'll come back. When I come back is when you see me, because you cannot predict. I got in there at 11. I did not leave until 4:45. Seriously, I did not leave until 4:45. Anyway, let's go back. I have to do this rant. I have to just lament about this. So I got in. Of course, I got on my phone because I knew straight away I was going to review this situation. Of course, one of the guys came to me and said, "No, madam, you cannot video. Look at, they show me one sign on the wall. You have to switch your phone off completely when you get." Wow, Nigeria, what are we afraid of? What is it? Why must we switch off our phone? Because you know there's something you do not want us to film. So they did not allow me to film. The little I captured of the crowd of people in the dances, that's the only thing you can see. And of course, their notice on the notice board of their expectations. That number 7 is very interesting. I'm going to zoom it so that you see, so that you can read it. These people are very funny. So anyway, back to my situation. So everybody, different complaint. We're all not happy. Everybody there, none of us were not happy, because we just feel what they offer us, the service is very poor. And again, the workers, they're not even that approachable. They carry their face like rock. They behave as if they're doing you a favor. They're doing their job. They should be serving us, isn't it? But you get there, they make you feel like, I'm doing you a favor. They're like mini gods on their own in that place. There's nothing you say that is right, too. All I know is they always say customers are always right. Not in the Nigerian High Commission. The workers there are the ones that are right. Anyways, so we sat down there waiting for numbers to be called. They have this computer system that was calling numbers. All of a sudden, the computer broke. The thing jumped from 200 and something to like 290, 280 something. Jumped about 50 people. Everybody started screaming, say, what is this? What has happened? Now, you should come and look. Oh. So one of the guy came out after a few minutes and said, okay, you don't worry. It's like a car that doesn't have a driver. I didn't even know what he meant by that. People were like, what kind of analogy is that he's using? Nobody really understood what happened. Anyway, after making that car with no driver situation, he came out and started calling the number. I think he did about 3 times, and then we guessed he went for his break and did not leave the instruction for anybody. So people in the room stood up and said, it seems we have to take care of ourselves. Oh. Nobody's calling numbers again. So people started calling number. People that they feel their number is close to the last number started calling their numbers. I had to call my number too. Luckily for me, just after I finished, my set has finished, and another group have called their set. The man came and said, why are people calling number? What's the problem? People were like, there was nobody here doing that job anymore, and we can't just be sitting there and doing nothing. That's why we have to come. He was like, no, do you know where I went to? Well, no, you are not supposed to do it. People were like, if we didn't do it, about maybe like 50 people that have been answered wouldn't have been answered, because we're waiting for the almighty workers to come and do their job. Anyway, Because that place is frustrating, you know. Like I said before, there's no disabled access. There's no play area for children. It's just complete mess. Children were there. The place is so warm. Children were uncomfortable, running around, screaming. Even people with babies, they cannot even make rules. You know, just like when you're at the airport, they will say family this way or mother and children this way. People with babies crying, screaming, still trying to carry their documentation and still trying to listen to instruction that they are giving every now and then. That instruction one is even funny. Anyway, let me finish with the children. They cannot make plan that children, families, when they come, will answer them quickly, or even people with small children. If they can't answer people with grown-up children, that's fine. But people with small children, at least answer them, let them go. This thing, it's not easy dragging all this thing about, and it's not even a good process. Look at, if you want to renew your British passport, it's just a matter of going to post office or online, fill in everything you need to, pay all the money you need to, send it off. They will send it back to you, and they will tell you where you can take the picture, and you know, electronically everything will be on the, will get to them there. They can do that because it's so cumbersome, so tiring, so messy. Every 5 years, it's like, you know, in the next 5 years you're going to Nigerian House again. Why now? We don't need to be going there. Besides, they don't even have enough room to accommodate. So in the whole building, it's like just 3 rooms. They're like cubicles that they use for, I don't know how many number of people they take in every day, but at least that day I was there. That day I was there. The ticket, some people that I asked was I'm sure it was up to 400 because it entered into 300 before me. I went to mind my own business. Every day in this small cubicle, this picture I'm showing you. Why? And then when they go through the documents, they say we should bring They say we should bring documents. Some people under documented. Me, I over documented. They start giving me back some of the documentation that I compiled together. They say no, we didn't need this one. But your website, they say that we should bring this one. That's why I brought everything. So they were giving me, but they were happy with me. They gave me a smile because I think I was only one there that was over documented. Oh my gosh, these people are crazy. A lot of drama downstairs. You know, the people I pity most are the people with small children. It's so terrible. It's not an encouraging situation to want to take your child or little children there. I don't know if it's this bad in Nigeria, but if it's not this bad, I would advise people to just go to Nigeria and do it, especially if they have small babies. The stress is just too much. And the drama you face there, the way the workers make you feel is as if, you know, we are mini gods here, whatever we say goes. It's just crazy. Okay, let me continue. So once they've gone through your paper downstairs there, then the next thing will be for you to go upstairs where you'll be captured. Now, when they did my own, that is how careless they can be sometimes. When they did my one, the man just said, go and sit down, they will call you. He did not tell me, go upstairs, so that's the next. He just told me, go and sit down, they will call you. So me, I went to sit down back in the same room. But something kept telling me that, no, you're not meant to be here now. People are doing it and I'm going somewhere. So one of the workers came and said, excuse me, they've checked my documents in this, your counter. And they asked him to sit down. They said, no, what are you doing there? Go upstairs. I said, your colleague did not tell me that. They said, oh yeah, go upstairs. And also, before I go upstairs, before I leave downstairs, do you know that all the places where they talk to, downstairs, where they're sitting going through our documentation, you know, like all those glass you see in banks or when you go to like the barrier, normally there will be hole perforated so that when you are talking, they can hear you. There's no hole in that one. It's only the underground, the little cord they have on that you pass your document through. So when they are talking to people, people are kept saying, pardon, sorry. People will even put their mouth under where the document is meant to go and say, I cannot hear you. Hey, why now? Nigeria, what is it? I don't understand though. I do not understand. Okay, I see that one is not enough. All the drama there. Of course, I went upstairs. And then I thought, because that says people started going, so I thought maybe the numbers reduced. I didn't know that everybody was going upstairs to go and get captured. So when we finished and we went upstairs, the crowd that I saw downstairs before was upstairs. Everybody waiting to be captured. Now upstairs, I think the room upstairs is even smaller than the room downstairs I'm showing you, where all of us went to pack ourselves. And then the room where they will capture, that one is like box room. So tiny with about 6 different tables and 6 cameras. So they call people in groups and just take their picture like that. That building is too big for them to just use that size of room for people that are coming for all these things. I don't know what they do in all the other rooms there. I do not understand. Or maybe they live there. because I do not understand though. I wish I even took the structure of that Nigerian house from outside. I do not understand what is going on there. Anyway, we all just pack ourselves in that room waiting to be called to do our capture. Well, at some point they did call me, did my capture, and then I finally left around 4:45, since 11 that I got there. Now, that's my experience. Now, let me tell you the other side attraction that happened. Remember in the beginning, I told you about that woman that had a box that did not let her in. After seeing about 3 hours at the embassy, she said she had to go and take that box from the storage because she will have to keep paying if she doesn't take it. So she went to take it. I'm not sure the drama or what she told them at the door that she did not tell them before. They allowed her to bring the box in later in the afternoon. So if they can allow her to do that, why did they stress her up to say, go and find the storage or we cannot allow it in? As if there's a bomb inside. I do not understand. I don't know the rules, so I do not understand why they stress that woman. That's one. Secondly, this one is warning for you people. If you are going to Nigerian embassy, make sure you have your NIN. If you are going with your family, if your baby is 1 year old and you're going, get your baby NIN, because if you do not get them, they will not do it for you. You will not. It will have been a wasted journey. A lot of people were turned back yesterday because they have NIN, thinking their children can hide under their own NIN umbrella. They were disappointed though. They were sent home. Some people find places in that London to quickly go and do for their children so that they can still be attended. Some people got away with it. Some people that came from far and wide and didn't plan for that financial base had to go home. And also, another warning, make sure when you do your NIN, when they tell you, check the name, madam, check the name of guy, is it correct? Don't say it is right. No, look at it. If the dot is in the wrong place, if the I is in the wrong place, if they double up your name or omit something and it doesn't correlate with the name on your passport or on their system, it is wasted journey. Yes, so it is wasted journey for you. Make sure you check very well. Now, that is not the end though. When you do the NIN thing, make sure that you ask the person doing it. Please, so I don't even know the word. Is it capture or validated though? Ask them all that language. Is this NIN validated? Because a lady came with baby. I really pity her. She came from Newcastle. Obviously, she came in a day before so that she can make this happen. She came from Newcastle. She did her NIN in Manchester. I don't know if there's people don't do it they don't have enough franchise in Newcastle. Anyway, she did it in Manchester. When she came there yesterday for some ill luck or unluck, she was just unlucky. They said that her NIN registration did not correlate with their system. They cannot find her for some reason. I really pity that girl because she has sat down with her newborn baby waiting for ages, and then when it got to her turn, bam, that happened. She had to go back to Newcastle. Her husband tried to call to see if they can even connect the person where they did it in Manchester. No law. So I don't know what she will do now. Whether she will go back and do another NIN, or where she did it, they can go back there, and it's just complete mess. So if you are going to Nigerian House and you like yourself, like I said before, make sure you do your NIN. If you are going with your children, all of them must do. Make sure it's validated. Make sure everything is sorted, and then pray, because anything can happen. Me too, I have my own drama happen. One of my son that wanted to also renew his passport. For some reason, when we went to capture, they said they couldn't capture him. I said, why? They said because his passport is not, what was that word they used? Is it validated? Oh, activated. They said my son's passport, when I did it 5 years ago, wasn't activated. I said, what are people talking about? He has traveled with this passport now. How can you say it is not activated? Even the statement that didn't even use the Nigerian passport at all in the last 5 years. Nothing happened. Why did they so capture their own so soon? What do you mean it's not validated? They say, we don't know how this thing works, but we'll go downstairs and see what's happening. So that further delayed me. So they took my son's passport downstairs. I don't know what they did to it. When the guy came back up, I said, okay, so can my son come and capture? I said, no, we have to wait for our system to recognize it. I was like, what system are they using their Commision Magbanike? 1980 computer, is that what they're still using of this modern day computer? Because I do not understand though. They blame everything on their system, on their computer. What system are they using? Is it the one in the 1980s? Nigerian Embassy, please now. I've been Nigerian Commission. I'm even calling it Embassy. Nigerian Commission, what is the problem? Eh? What is the problem? Every year, every time is the same thing. Now, someone told me something. I don't know if it's true. They say every 2 years they change the workers there. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But if that's true, that explains the commotion there. Because if you change people every 2 years, they will use 1 year to settle in, then use 1 year to work, and then they are shipped off again, and then another set come. It won't work now. It won't work. It's just waste of money, waste of labor, waste of everything. If that's what they do, if that is what they do, I just heard that. I cannot confirm that, but that's what I heard. That every 2 years they change the workers there. If that's what they do, Nigerian High Commission, if that's what people really do, it needs to change. It needs to change. That's why we have problem there. The people going through stress when they go there. If you have people that knows this job, that do it well, then hopefully things will be faster. And I don't know. I think they need to bring in someone to actually train them properly, to teach them how to work, how to relate with people when they come there. It's just terrible. It is terrible. It's every time I go to Nigerian Commission, I'm always like, oh, not this day again. God help me, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. We got there at 11, and I didn't leave until 4:45. There was nothing for me to buy to eat or feed my children with, no water. I had to just sit there. I'm even glad I didn't drink water, because I just couldn't use that toilet. I couldn't use the toilet. It is just crazy. It is crazy. Whosoever is doing us in Nigeria, God will not bless that person. And if we are the one doing ourselves, God, open our eyes now. Let us do things better. There's no time I go to Nigerian Commission that I do not come back with stories of woes or sadness. Yesterday was terrible. And that's why I'm doing this video right now. And that's why I'm putting it out right now, because things need to change. I hope the Nigerian Commission see this video and know that things need to be better. Kilo day. It's just frustrating. That's it, Jare. You should just take care of yourself and don't let this Nigerian Commission just, spoil your day. Till my next vlog video, DIY. Bye for now, guys. It's bye. Thank you for listening to my rant.